So here the changes which occur in chromosomes, they are called chromosomal mutations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here if you take the changes in chromosome number, so we'll discuss with chromosome number. Okay. Every organism is having a specific chromosome number. Just if you take humans, in humans, cell is having
46 chromosome.
46 chromosomes. Okay. Suppose if the chromosome number is not 46, okay. Suppose if the chromosome number is 45, one is less.
Sir, in
40,
humans.
okay. If the chromosome number is less or more, so there should be how many?
46 chromosomes in a human.
46. But if the chromosome number is less or more, that is either it is 45 or 47. Okay.
Yes.
So it is called aneuploidy.
Aneuploidy.
Yeah. If the chromosome number is not exactly 46, either it is less or more.
Sir, what is aneuploidy?
Aneuploidy means, suppose if the chromosome number is less or more,
Yes, sir.
okay, then it is called
Less and more.
unemployed. Suppose if the chromosome number is double, double means 92. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It is triple. Triple means 46 into 3. 138. If it is double or triple, okay. So this condition is called polyploidy. Okay. 46 double is 92.
सर बट 92 एंड 138 से ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है, कम भी हो सकता है ना?
No. Here, if it is double, triple, 4 times, 5 times, you can take 4 times also you can take. Okay, you can take 46 into 4. Okay, 46 into 4 means 6 4 is 24. 4 the 16. How much it will come? 6 4 the 24 to 184. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It may be like this also. It may be continuing. Okay. So it is called polyploidy.
Polyploidy, yes, sir.
Okay. Polyploidy means the chromosome number is double
Double and triple.
or 4 times, 5 times, whatever it is called polyploidy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Aneuploidy means if the chromosome number is less or
Or more.
more, like 45, 47, like this, it is called aneuploidy. Okay. So,
Yes, sir.
what is meant by aneuploidy and what is meant by polyploidy? Okay. You understood?
Yes, sir.
So, here we'll discuss examples of aneuploidy. We will discuss examples of aneuploidy. Where chromosome number is less or so in this we have some human examples.
Yes.
If the chromosome number is less or more, it is a disorder. You don't think chromosome number is more means we are more strong. Okay. The
Yes,
chromosome
sir.
is not exactly 46 or it is less than 46 or more than 46. It is a disorder. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first one is called Down syndrome. Okay. Down syndrome means group of symptoms.
Yes, sir.
A syndrome means not one symptom. There will be many symptoms. There will be many symptoms. Good. So here this syndrome name is Down syndrome.
Sir, what is Down syndrome?
Yeah, I will tell you. What is this Down syndrome? I will tell you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Here in humans there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay, or you can write 46. 23 pairs or 46 means same. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here if you take 21st pair of the chromosome, a pair means how many will be there?
Sir, pair means
2 will be there.
oh, yes, sir.
Okay. A pair means 2 will be there. So in the 21st chromosome there should be 2 chromosomes. here there will be three chromosomes.
Sir, how?
Yeah, why there will be three chromosomes is, so during cell division, I think I explained about meiosis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In meiosis, I explained about a stage called
Enough phase.
anaphase 1. Right. In anaphase 1, what happens is the paired chromosomes will get separated. So before anaphase, the chromosomes will be like this. Okay. In anaphase 1, what happens is this chromosome will go to this end, this chromosome will go to this end. That means chromosomes get separated. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this separation of chromosomes is called disjunction. This process is called
Disjunction.
disjunction. Okay. So this process is called disjunction. Okay. If
Yes, sir.
disjunction does not take properly, suppose if disjunction does not occur properly, okay,
Yes, sir.
what will happen is sometimes both the chromosomes will go to one end. Actually, one chromosome should go to one end, other chromosome should go to one end.
One.
But here what happens is both chromosomes will go to one end. Both will go to one end. So instead of getting one, they will get two. Okay. So this is called this if disjunction does not take place properly. If disjunction does not occur properly.
Yes. Sir, sorry, sir. So please repeat.
Yeah. I'll repeat once again. Okay.
Yes,
In
sir.
this, there is a phase called phase 1.
Yes, sir.
So during phase 1, the chromosomes separate. What happens is the chromosomes will separate.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So chromosome separate means one chromosome will go to one end, other chromosome will go to one end. This is normal process which happens.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But if the chromosomes does not separate properly, does not separate properly means if suppose both the chromosomes goes to one end. Okay. Suppose if these two chromosomes instead of going to one end, they both will go to this end.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So instead of getting one, how many they are getting? Two. Normally they should get 1. But here how many they are getting? 2. Okay.
Sir,
This is due to improper disjunction.
yes, sir.
Okay, due to improper disjunction, we'll get like this. Instead of getting 2 pairs, you'll get, instead of getting 2 chromosomes, you'll get 3.
Sir, one?
Okay, instead of 21st pair, instead of having 2 chromosomes, it will have 3 chromosomes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So due to this improper disjunction, so this will happen. That is, this means the chromosome number will differ. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in Down syndrome, what will happen is 21st pair of chromosome will have 3 chromosomes. Instead of having
Three
uh,
chromosomes.
2 chromosomes, it will have 2 chromosomes. How many it is? Instead of 2, it is having 3 chromosomes. Okay. So when it is having 3 chromosomes, here instead of in a pair, instead of 2, we are having 3.
Three chromosomes.
Due to these 3 chromosomes, due to these 3 chromosomes, the the person who is suffering with this Down syndrome, he will show some symptoms. One extra chromosome, he will show some symptoms like they are short, okay. So they are short, they will have small round head, okay.
Yes, sir.
And they will have furrowed tongue,
Sir,
okay.
froward means?
Furrowed tongue means generally our tongue will be like this, okay. But the person's tongue will be like this,
Yes, sir.
okay. And their brain is underdeveloped. Underdeveloped means not completely developed. Their brain is not completely developed, okay.
Yes, sir.
And short stature,
Sir, here short stretched means.
A short stature means the body will not be long as normally, will not be in proper length and height. Okay, it will not be in length and it will not be in proper length.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it will not have proper length of legs, length of neck, like that. Okay. These all
Yes, sir.
are symptoms shown by the who is suffering with Down syndrome. Who is suffering with Down syndrome, he will show these symptoms. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is one symptom. We'll
Sir,
come to
down.
we'll come to another syndrome.
The line filter syndrome.
Yeah, Klinefelter syndrome. This is another one. Till now, what we discussed, it is Down syndrome.
Sir, it is a Down syndrome.
No, no, no. Till now, this up to here, it is Down syndrome.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next syndrome is Klinefelter syndrome. The next one is Klinefelter syndrome. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Syndrome. Suppose if you take a male human, they will have one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. So they will have one X chromosome and one Y chromosome. Okay. This is normal.
Yes, sir.
XY is male. But here one extra X chromosome will be there. That means instead of having XY, they will have XXY.
Sir, here one X is extra means.
Yeah, one extra X chromosome will be there. The
Sir,
general
why?
male should have one X chromosome and one Y chromosome.
Yes, sir.
But here this male is having one extra X chromosome. That
Okay.
means XY, instead of XY, they are having XXY. So here one extra X chromosome is present. So when one extra X chromosome is present, when one
Yes.
extra chromosome is present. So due to this extra X chromosome, so this individual will show symptoms. Okay. The symptoms are,
Group of syndrome.
yeah, The male reproductive system is not well developed. The male reproductive system is not actually, it is a male.
Yes, sir. Only male.
Yeah. So here male reproductive system is not well developed.
Yes, sir.
And this male will show some female characteristic features. So he will show some female characteristic features.
Yes, sir.
Even though he is a male, he will show some female characteristic features.
So female character features. It is a so male.
Yeah, for male.
Yes, sir.
No, it is male, but they will show female features. Some female features, not all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, this is this syndrome is present generally in males. Okay. So this males will show some female characteristic features as well as the male reproductive system is not well developed.
Yes.
Okay. So they cannot give birth to, they cannot go for reproduction. They cannot go for.
Reproduction.
So these are the symptoms of Klinefelter syndrome. These are the symptoms of Klinefelter syndrome.
Klinefelter syndrome.
Remember is in Klinefelter syndrome, one extra X chromosome is present. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
Sir, Klinefelter syndrome is one extra X chromosome is present.
yeah, in males.
Yes, sir.
In males, one extra X chromosome is present. It is specifically seen in males.
Yes, sir.
And when you come to another syndrome,
Sir, Klein turns and downs. It is a scientific name.
yeah, these are actually the person who discovered this disease. Down is a person name.
Yes, sir.
Klinefelter is also person name. On their name only, the name of the syndrome is kept.
Yes, sir.
Turner syndrome is also a person name who discovered this syndrome.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So here, if you take Turner syndrome, if you take Turner syndrome, so it is generally seen in females. In females, there will be two X chromosomes. How many X chromosomes will be there? Two. Okay. Generally in females, two X chromosomes will be there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But here, only one X chromosome is present. In this female, only one X chromosome is present. Instead of two X chromosomes, only one X chromosome is present. That means one
Sir, but
X.
here will be two chromosomes. Female.
Generally, females will have two X chromosomes, but
Yes,
in
sir.
this chromosome, one X chromosome, only one is present, one X chromosome is less.
Yes, sir.
Only in females, two X chromosomes will be there, but here only one X chromosome is present. That means one X chromosome is less.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So due to lack of one X chromosome, here one X chromosome is missing. So they will show some symptoms. Due to lack of one X chromosome, so they will show some symptoms.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like underdeveloped female reproductive system. So female reproductive system is not well developed. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and they are short. Okay, and they are sterile. Sterile means they cannot give birth to young ones. Sterile means they cannot give birth to young ones. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So they are short, underdeveloped female reproductive system, and they are sterile. So these are the symptoms shown by Turner syndrome. So these are the symptoms shown by
Sir,
Turner
what is sterile?
Sterile means they cannot give birth to young one. Okay. The female cannot give birth to baby. They cannot give rise to a baby.
Yes.
Okay. That is called sterile. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are some examples of chromosomal mutations. Some examples of
Chromosomal mutations.
chromosomal mutations. This is about chromosomal mutations. Okay, this is about chromosomal mutations. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so here we discussed about gene mutations and chromosomal mutations. We will discuss about
Mhm.
gene and chromosomal mutations.
Chromosomal mutations. Sir,
So
please
here
can you
we
repeat?
which one? Chromosomal.
Yes, sir. Sir, Turner syndromes.
You want Turner syndrome. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Turner syndrome means it occurs in females. So normally a female should have two X chromosomes. Normal.
Yes, sir.
But here this female will have, that is the female who is suffering with Turner syndrome will have one X chromosome. Instead of two, only one will be present. So one is less.
Less.
So when one X chromosome is less, it shows some symptoms. It shows some symptoms
Yes, sir.
like underdeveloped female reproductive system. The female reproductive system is not well developed.
Well,
And next one, short, they are short in height.
yes, sir.
Okay. And they are sterile. They are
Sterile.
sterile. Okay, they are sterile. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So till now, whatever we discussed, chromosomal or gene mutations, okay. So these mutations are caused by mutagens.
Sir,
The
mutagens is
mutations.
a symptoms.
No, mutagens is not the symptom. Mutagens is the substance which cause mutations. Okay. Mutagens is the substance which cause.
Symptoms.
So mutations are caused by these mutagens.
Yes, sir.
Okay. These mutagens may be physical mutagens or chemical mutagens. So due to some chemicals, mutations may occur. Okay. Due to some
Yes.
physical factors, some mutations may occur. Okay. So just we'll discuss some physical mutagens, some factors of physical mutagens. Which factors will cause mutations? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
here, if you take physical mutagens, the first factor comes is temperature. Next factor, high energy radiations. High energy radiations means ultraviolet rays, E rays,
Yes, ultraviolet rays.
hard X rays, okay, cosmic rays, rays coming from space.
Sir, what is cosmic rays?
Cosmic rays means the rays coming from space. Will
Yes, sir.
get from space. They are called cosmic rays. Ultraviolet rays, hard X rays, cosmic rays,
Cos-
they cause mutations. Okay.
yes, sir.
Even temperature is also one factor which causes mutations. Okay. How high temperature will cause mutations? We'll see. How high temperature will cause mutations. So generally very high temperatures will cause mutations. Okay. So we'll see what will happen if the temperature is very high.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if the temperature is very high, so what will happen is,
Mutation.
okay, it will affect DNA. High temperatures will affect DNA. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I told DNA will be like this, double stranded. Okay. In between these two strands, there are hydrogen bonds.
Yes, sir. Sir, higher
There are-
temperature is also break the hydrogen bond.
yeah, it will break the hydrogen bonds. Due to this high temperature, what happens is the hydrogen bonds present between DNA strands will break. So hydrogen
Yes.
bonds will break. So when hydrogen bonds between two strands of DNA break,
Yes, sir.
so this will affect the process replication due to breaking of hydrogen bonds. It shows effect on replication, transcription. I told what is meant by replication and what is meant by transcription.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it disturbs this process, replication and transcription. Okay. Due to high temperature, uh, functions of DNA got disturbed, like replication, transcription, they get disturbed. The replication, transcription, they get disturbed.
Sir, replication transcription they will disturb to hydrogen bond.
Yeah, suppose if hydrogen bonds are broken,
Yes, sir.
hydrogen bonds are broken, the DNA will not be like this. It will be like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If it is
Yes.
like this, the process may not take place properly. Replication and transcription will not occur properly. So there will be disturbance in replication and transcription. It does not occur properly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when it doesn't occur properly, it will affect other functions also. It will affect, obviously, it will affect other functions. Suppose if you take high energy radiations like ultraviolet rays, X rays, and cosmic rays. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you take X rays, generally for scanning in airports, they will use hard X rays for scanning of luggage.
Yes, sir.
They will use hard X rays. Okay. So these hard X rays, whatever the hard X rays are there. Okay. So these hard X rays will release electrons. From hot X-rays will get electrons with high speed. That electrons will come with high speed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these electrons which come with high speed, whatever the electrons coming with high speed, so they will affect the structure of chromosome. So they will affect the.
Structure of chromosomes.
So what happens is, due to these high speed electrons, suppose if chromosome is like this, the chromosome is like this. So these high speed electrons, if they touch the chromosomes, here what happens is the chromosome may break. So it may become like this. A part of chromosome may break. It got separated. Normally it should be like this. But here the part of chromosome got separated.
Yes, sir.
So these X-rays will break the chromosomes. It may lead to breaking of chromosomes. It will lead to
Breaking up
breaking
chromosomes.
of chromosomes. Okay. Even if you take UV rays coming from sunlight, ultraviolet rays. UV means ultraviolet rays. Yeah. So this UV rays also will cause mutations. Okay. So whatever
Sir,
UV rays,
ultraviolet,
which one?
sir, ultraviolet rays will be cause the mutation.
Yeah, it will cause mutations.
Yes, sir.
Okay, whatever UV rays are coming from sunlight, whatever UV rays are coming from sunlight, they are absorbed by, okay, they are absorbed by 89, 9 thymine cytosine. Okay, UV rays
Yes,
are
sir.
absorbed by nitrogen bases. They are absorbed by nitrogen bases. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so when nitrogen bases absorb UV rays, so these nitrogen bases become highly reactive. Generally, they are less reactive.
High reactive.
Yeah. When they become highly reactive, the DNA becomes unstable. Yeah, the DNA becomes
Unstable.
unstable. When DNA becomes unstable, so the structure of DNA collapses. Structure of DNA is collapsed. So which leads to mutations. So due to ultraviolet rays, the uh, nitrogen bases become highly reactive.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When they become highly reactive, the DNA is unstable.
Sir, by highly reactive.
Yeah, they when the nitrogen bases take ultraviolet rays, the nitrogen bases become highly reactive. Generally, they
Yes,
are reactive. Okay.
yes,
When
sir.
nitrogen bases become highly reactive, the DNA becomes unstable. The DNA becomes unstable. Unstable means DNA structure cannot be like this. It will be like this.
Sir, DNA is a separate.
Yeah, the DNA strands get separated.
Yes,
Even the
sir.
may break. The DNA strands also will break.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The DNA strands will break. When DNA strands will break, it causes
Mutation.
some mutations. So you understood this temperature, X-rays and ultraviolet rays?
Sir, repeat again. Sir, repeat again the ultraviolet rays.
You want ultraviolet rays.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ultraviolet rays are absorbed by nitrogen bases. In DNA,
Yes,
there
sir.
are nitrogen bases. Adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine.
Etc.
So generally, DNA itself is less reactive. It is not highly reactive. Okay. But due to taking of these ultraviolet rays,
Yes, sir.
it becomes highly reactive. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Becomes highly reactive. When a highly reactive means the DNA
When
is
unstable.
unstable. When DNA becomes unstable, both the strands get separated.
Yes.
Even may break also. Even the strands may break. When the strands break, it causes mutations.
Yes, sir.
Break, it causes
Mutation.
mutations. Okay. So this mutations means we can see changes in the DNA and ultimately we can see changes in the person or organism. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how UV rays will make DNA unstable. Okay.
Sir, high
And if
sir, nitrogen base, it is a high reactive. React the high react.
UV rays will make them highly reactive.
Yes, sir.
Generally, it's reactive, but UV rays will make them highly reactive.
So DNA is
Mm.
unstable.
Yeah. The
DNA
DNA
strand is
loses
weak.
its stability.
Yes.
Yeah. Even the same thing happens to X-rays. X-rays will break chromosomes. Okay.
X-rays will be affect the structure of chromosomes.
It will affect the structure of chromosomes. It will break the chromosomes.
So high speed touch the chromosomes, so chromosomes is break.
Yeah. When you use when hot X-rays are used, okay, from hot X-rays, high-speed electrons are released.
Yes, sir. Hard X-rays.
Okay, these when high-speed electrons touch the chromosomes, that is when they come in contact with chromosomes. The
Yes.
chromosome break because it
Is
will be
break.
coming with high speed. And if you take temperature, temperature will break hydrogen bonds. Temperature will break hydrogen bonds.
Hydrogen bond.
Yeah. So this is how this they will affect these X-rays, ultraviolet rays, temperature, high temperature will affect chromosomes.
So yes, sir. Effect of chromosomes.
Okay. Which leads to mutations. So which causes mutations. If the
Mutation.
chromosome structure is affected or DNA structure is affected, it leads to mutations.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today, whatever we discussed, you understood?
Yes, sir.
So we'll meet you again in the next class.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, sir.